Honestly, I don't like coffee itself. I'm one of those people that likes. I'm one of those people that other people hate in the sense that like I pretend to like coffee in the sense of I get coffee with a bunch of other shit in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those people that's like I need like 32 squirts of like vanilla or whatever else. But like I ain't gonna lie, you give me a black coffee, I ain't drinking that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not drinking black coffee, but I'll get. Like,
I'm not a real coffee drinker, bro.
I get
like,
an iced white mocha with like hazelnut in it. Yeah, dude.
That's why
bro.
I like people who like love Starbucks. Like I don't get it because that's a lot of money you're spending.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
$7 for
their
a
shit
small, bro?
tastes kind of good. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
Welcome back, motherfucker. It's unhinged.
I guess we're starting like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get my theme song in here. For that one motherfucker on YouTube who said we weren't unhinged enough, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, fuck you anyway.
Fuck you anyways.
I don't even want no music.
No music this time around. No, that was fun. So
I got headphones on for no. Oh shit! I talked outside the mic. I got headphones on for no reason.
I don't have headphones on because you know what? It was fun reading YouTube comments this past weekend.
Yeah.
Like what's so unhinged about Unhinged? We're about to show you why it's unhinged today.
Yeah.
But in all fairness,
he has special prepared his unhinged.
I have special prepared the unhinged.
This is blind reaction for me. So.
Oh no, I'm excited. You have no idea. So. Therefore, when I was reading them, and I was like, okay, you know what? The comment's not like
it's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate because we have run away.
Only partially fuck you.
Yeah, partially fuck you. No, it is funny because like sometimes we run away with our conversations, but there are some unhinged stuff in there, just a little bit.
Yeah,
not as much as we hoped for.
I mean, look, if you came here to just hear two people like insult every living thing on the earth, I'm sorry, that's not what this is. Like.
It could be.
I mean, it could be eventually, but like, I don't have time to sit here and judge everything in the world, and I don't hate my life, so
No, never had a happy dad before.
What do you think of it?
It's actually good.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're all right. I'm drinking Coors Light, so
yeah. Wow. All right. Cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's not yeah. I mean, I feel like the other comment was like, bro, let's start a podcast. Like, yeah, that's true.
What we did. Well, a lot of people do, and we're still going. You know what I mean?
And was that supposed to hurt my feelings?
It never will. I promise you that. It was actually funny reading some of the comments to that comment, which was just like,
yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Fuck on. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean there's people who like for every hater in the world, there's somebody who's just like, yo, you have a podcast? That's cool as shit.
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
Like, yeah, I mean,
I'm
me
okay
and my
with the
buddy
haters.
just kind of do it on the side, just hang out or whatever.
I'm all right with the haters for the sole purpose of knowing.
You make me happy. You gave me something to talk about.
Yeah,
Look,
I know,
I've
right?
already spent 2 minutes on the opening of this episode just talking about you. You achieved your goal.
I will
Good
say
job.
The people we're hating are probably the same people who go eat at Burger King.
They probably are. Listen, Burger King CEO, you can't stop me. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take these off now.
Go for it, dude. We're here to have.
The only thing that can stop me right now is these stupid headphones.
That's fair. So for today's, I've got a list of unhinged things. We're just calling people out. Groups of people. You know what I mean?
That makes it sound like you're about to start like a race war or something.
100%.
Okay,
no,
I do not condone of whatever comes out next.
No. No, this has nothing to do with race, but this does have to do with certain types of people. You know what I mean? And it's more like, I guess people would say red flags or icks, or even just like you hate these kind of people in public. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So the first one, I'm going to get this out of the way because we've talked about it many times.
All right.
People who like Burger King.
People who like Burger King. We're back on you. We mentioned you for 2 episodes in a row, and then we left you alone.
Yeah.
That has not gone to rest.
No, we're back. No. People who
even after reading the comments and stuff, we had people who that appeals to.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like,
we tried.
Like, tell me what I'm missing, because I'm clearly missing something. I mean, I understand if you hate McDonald's. Like, I get that. Like, I like McDonald's personally. And there's going to be people who are like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Their chicken's not real.
Right.
Yeah, of course, but it tastes good.
Yeah, but it does taste good. Every time I go to Burger King, I just don't find anything that appeals to me.
No, their nuggets don't even taste good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be different if, like, well, like if I know it's not real chicken.
None of it's real chicken.
None of it's real.
But
you know,
ever since the antibiotics thing in Chick-fil-A, now we know nobody has holy chicken, bro.
Yeah, nobody's got holy chicken.
Not even Chick-fil-A is pure anymore.
Damn.
What are we supposed to do? This world's gone.
Yeah, no. This is why we go to like places like Hattie B's and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm sure that chicken is like
probably not real.
They probably
you know
just go to Chick-fil-A, buy chicken, and then throw it in the fryer and make it spicier. And they're like Hattie B's, baby. But it does seem realer.
It does seem real.
I will say that's one thing about like
tender.
fast food places is like whenever you get their chicken tenders and in the pictures they look like they're like this big. Then you get it in real life.
Oh no.
Like Zaxby's is the number one thing about this. Like every time I see a Zaxby's commercial and you see that big Zax snack meal, bro, the tenders look bussin' and they look huge.
No, they're like
you get
big.
that thing and they're like this long.
That's average. Relax.
Relax, bro. This is not that small.
It's average, bro. It's bigger than average. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so that was number one. People are we started soft with that.
Yeah,
because we've already brought that.
Yeah,
up,
I've already kind of hated on you enough.
Yeah, we're still hating. We're always gonna hate. I hope that when we get to like future hundreds episode,
the people from Burger King can finally convince me.
Yeah, maybe they can convince us. If not, we're still gonna hate you.
Yeah.
That's just a.
It's just a rule of thumb. If you see us, we hate Burger King. Facts. Sorry about it. If you're scrolling through your feed and you see one of our faces and you're a Burger King lover, you might not like what comes out next. You
Not
might
really.
though. Maybe one day you'll change our mind.
I think on top of it being such a shitty fucking place to eat, I hate their commercials.
Nah, see, I will say their mascot's kind of goated.
No, the mascot's
The king,
goated. The
like-
king is lit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the BK.
Oh, you're talking about the
your
Whopper,
way.
Whopper,
Yeah, that shit
Whopper,
fucking-
Whopper. Bro,
I-
that YouTube
we
edit
used
where
to
it's
wa-
literally just 5 minutes straight of them going Whopper, Whopper, Whopper.
No, that was horrendous because like we used to watch UFC on Saturdays, so they had the commercials in between,
Sure.
and it's always the first fucking commercial right after the like in between rounds, and it's just like Whopper, 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 and we're just like fucking hate Burger King. dude.
God.
And
It's-
all
I-
of them have seen the episode where we have shit on Burger King, so now they're all a part of the shit on Burger King fan. So
Good.
every time it comes on, they're just like, I fucking hate Burger King. I was like, good.
Good.
Hate it.
Hate it. Let it
Absolutely
fuel
hate it.
you. All right, so
All right.
mark that one off. That
That
one's
one's
done.
gone.
Get
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of here.
Second one. You
Second
ready for
one.
this?
Sure.
Now we're gonna get a little bit into the deep status here.
Already?
Yeah, yeah,
It's only 2
Yeah,
out
I know.
of 15.
I don't think I have 15.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said 15. Oh, was that my goal for today? Was
Maybe, if
15?
you have
by
a random-
myself?
Maybe no. If you have like 5 or like 3 of them, maybe on your
I mean,
own mindset.
I can
let it come
name
naturally.
people that I hate
Yeah, that's
naturally.
it. We all have people we hate naturally, but no. If it comes to you, just let it flow, right?
All right,
I
yeah.
prepared these special for you.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Second one is people who say money doesn't buy happiness.
Well, I mean,
Well, the thing is, happiness comes on different levels, right? It's people who say like money doesn't buy happiness are the people who think that buying a car will buy you happiness. Happiness can be retiring. Happiness can be making sure your parents don't have to work anymore. Happiness can be providing the people who provided for you your entire life. You know what I mean? Happiness goes on a very wide spectrum.
happiness could also be something from Burger King. So,
Which you need money. Which you need money to buy. So technically,
yeah,
money
no,
buys
I
you
mean,
happiness.
money. People who say money doesn't. Wait, you said people who do say money buys you happiness, or people who don't?
who say money doesn't buy happiness.
I mean, you know,
You need money for
you
almost
do need
everything.
money. I would say money doesn't buy you true happiness. Like you could not physically buy sadness out of me necessarily.
Dude, if I threw $100 at you and I said be sad,
I have more
there's-
money than that, bro. I don't need your $100.
Yeah, I know, but like all I'm saying is like if I threw $100,
I'd be
at
sad.
you-
Actually, no, I'd be more sad because you think I'm worth $100.
No, but if I was like, here's 100, be sad, right? You would be like, I have a free $100 now.
Yeah, how am I
You gotta
supposed to be
How am I
sad?
supposed
Right.
to be sad? Yeah, you can't buy sadness. You can buy happiness.
Yeah,
Happiness comes in every shape and form. You know
that's
what I mean?
true.
It's not just inanimate objects.
I will
it's
say
some-
money 100% can buy temporary happiness.
Oh, 100%.
Permanent happiness, maybe not. I don't know.
Depends on what your permanent happiness is.
It depends on who
Right?
you are.
Yeah, it also depends on who you are.
What
But a
you
lot of
are.
people who say money doesn't buy happiness are also watching like these other people showboat on their yachts and boats. They're like, oh, I don't need a yacht and a boat. No,
Oh,
I don't
you
need a
talking
yacht.
about alpha males?
Yeah, like those fuckers.
Yeah,
you know what I
like-
mean? I don't need a house and a boat. What I want is just good friends and maybe like a nice home for myself.
That makes you a fucking Sigma.
I'll allow it. You know what I mean?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no.
No, okay. Actually, before you even get to the next one, I have one.
Oh,
I fucking hate when people get all in their toxic masculinity.
Oh, like the same.
Like, bro, I'll kick. Yeah, like, bro, I'll kick your ass. You never hit the gym or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, you probably could. So what?
Oh,
Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah, 100%. I know that.
I hate it when people
a lot
are
of
like
people
that.
who could win in a fight against me.
Yeah,
this is why I have guns. Yeah, I mean,
well, I wouldn't take it that far necessarily.
Nah, come at me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Pull up to the crib.
Pull up to the crib. You got 3 dudes against 1. You think I'm not gonna whip one out?
No, yeah, that's true too. If I'm street fighting somebody, you know,
and there's like
there's not really rules. Like they always say, like, oh, that's cheap, like this, that. It's street fighting. It's literally made to not have rules.
Yeah, we're not in an octagon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
you know, I don't have a referee telling me what's okay and what's not. Like if I want to pull somebody's tires off and just beat the shit out of you with it, that's allowed. It's street fighting, bro. Like, yeah, I'll kick your ass. Okay, let's see you get close enough to even try, bro.
I'm gonna start throwing
like,
shit at
yeah,
you.
I mean, my whole goal is not to get my ass kicked in a fair way.
Yeah,
that I win nothing out of that, right? Like,
no, nobody wins in a fight. First of all, nobody wins in a fight.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you truly like
but if you
beat
think
somebody
about it,
down,
like
you
if
probably
you get
win.
one punch, like if you get hit one time, you didn't win.
Yeah, but if you don't, you probably like. There are definitely ways to get out of a fight. Being like, yeah, I
run away.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could always run away, but there's definitely ways to get out of a fight. That's just like no loss whatsoever. Like that was only a good situation for me.
No, I get that 100%. I definitely don't like those kind of people who are like
also people who just like look to fight just to prove that they can fight. I don't know if that makes sense.
See, I have a different mentality. I don't look for a fight. But I am very protective over like the people I go out with and stuff like that. Where,
no, there's definitely everybody has that little bit of passion inside of them to be like, yo, bro, what if we got in a fight tonight? And then
100%.
And like the way you do it in your head, you're like, oh yeah, there's like 5 of us, we're kicking somebody's ass. Reality, bro,
we're not doing that.
No,
we don't want to do that.
I've seen myself and my friends.
Yeah,
we're not beating anybody's ass, bro.
Not a chance.
But that's why you keep it unfair.
Unfair is the way to go.
Think about it.
Unfair is the way to go. No, that's a fair point. No, I definitely hate those people who specifically go out to look for fights. You know what I mean? Or like the people who are just like, oh, you need a boat to make it in life.
Yeah.
No, you don't need a fucking boat. What you need is just a happy life. And guess what? Money can buy me a happy life. And I don't need a boat for that, you know?
No.
They're like, you're not shit until you buy a yacht. I don't have a yacht.
I mean, honestly, like yachts do sound pretty cool and everything, but I don't know what I would do if I had one. I would take it out to flex. Like that's definitely gonna happen. But at the same time, like after I've flexed a couple of times, I'm like, all right, now I just have this boat.
Yeah.
Which I mean, boats are fun. So I'm kind of contradicting myself, but at the same time, like
boats are fun. But you're not gonna go on a boat like every day.
I don't need a boat.
No, you don't need a boat. I would love a plane.
See, even a plane, like I mean, it would make travel convenient. It would make travel convenient.
I like saving time. You know what I mean? Like I 100% like saving time. Whenever I book trips, I always book like hella early so I can get there earlier. It just gives me more time in that place.
Yeah.
So even if like say when we go on our Airbnb trips and stuff like that, when we go out on vacationing, I always get there a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Even if checkout time's not for a little bit of time, at least I'm there and like ready to go.
Sure.
Rather than showing up late. You know what I mean? And then like missing like half the day. Like people book like night flights on the like day they're supposed to check in.
Yeah.
And they get there like way later. You've missed like half the day. I've already gotten there, gotten the car, gotten the Airbnb, dropped all my stuff off, had lunch, and you're now showing up. I'm enjoying my day. I feel great. Now you're showing up cranky, hungry, and tired.
I will say though, I am kind of the opposite in the sense of like I will show up early places, but like I'm the person that books that like 6 a.m. flight on like a Wednesday morning, like those like Spirit airline flights that are like
I do the same.
$25.
I
like
do the same.
Okay, I gotta fly out of Atlanta and I gotta be there at 3 a.m.
I do the same.
And then I have a like 32-hour layover in Fort Lauderdale where I'm sleeping in the puddles that is Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Oh God.
You ever been to Fort Lauderdale Airport?
It is a puddle.
I hate that place. Every time that I have like a layover there is undoubtedly at least 10 people who I'm pretty sure are dead that are sleeping in the terminal gate because when I get on my flight, they're still there. And like I've already gone. Like I've seen you sleeping, I've gone to sleep, I've woken up. I've gotten on the flight and they're still there. They're dead, bro. They drowned. And like, if you ever look at the carpets, like they don't feel cold. They feel wet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's dude, it's nasty.
That sounds horrendous. Actually, now that I think about
It is, especially when it's like
No.
3 a.m. and you're running off like an hour and a half of sleep, and you're like, if I could just lay my head down right now, then you put your head down, and you're just like, ew, it's moist.
Oh, moist.
Moist.
Love that.
Yeah.
Moist.
Everyone's favorite word.
My favorite word.
It's not mine, but
I can say it and not be cringed out.
oh, me neither.
I mean,
But like
moist.
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 Anyway,
Anyway, here's my next one for you.
sure.
People who don't use seasoning on their food. I'm talking any
I
seasoning.
mean, see, the thing is like I can't even hate on them because they're just missing out, bro.
I hate on them. Here's my reasoning why.
Why?
Because they put salt and pepper on and say it's spicy. I know for a
That
damn
pisses
fact-
you off.
That pisses me off. I'm like, dude, spicy is all this fucking like jalapeno peppers and red pepper flakes and fucking chili powder and all this shit I just threw on there just now.
Oh, you know what? To add on to that,
Yeah.
I equally don't like. I'm not gonna say I hate people that do this, but like, I equally don't like it when people just make things unnecessarily hot, right? Like
Yeah, what the
that
hell?
hot sauce that's just hot, like it doesn't even taste
no
good.
flavor?
It's just hot as fuck.
Like the damn hot from
sure, I don't even know
from
where that is, but
the Hattie B's. Like
oh,
they're
dude,
most
you think I've
extreme-
tried that?
honestly speaking, probably. I feel like you
No.
would have done it just for shits and gigs.
No.
Had a bite and said never doing
Look,
this
I
again.
like spice. I do. Like I
Yeah.
like a little bit of spice level, and like my body hates it. Like you'll see me physically sweating. I'll get all red in the face and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I know my limits, bro. Like, because
So
I
what-
know as spicy as it is coming in, it's gonna be 10 times spicier leaving, bro.
So what you're saying is you'll never do the hot chip challenge?
No, I mean, no, I would do
Episode 50?
it. No, sure, fuck it. Episode 9.
Fuck no. Actually, we would have a week off, which would be nice. So we would have time to.
Yeah, it'd be a
fucking-
week off because I'd be in the ER after fucking dying on the one chip challenge. Look, I like spice, but I don't want to die. Like,
Yeah, you're
no,
right.
I'm not gonna lie. We did that for one of our fantasy football league punishments.
Did
like,
you lose?
Rushi actually. Oh wait,
Uh,
no, sorry, guy number 3.
He was on the pod.
Yeah, but it's 2 episodes from
Nah,
now.
it's fine.
All
It's
right,
alright.
fuck it.
Yeah,
We
it's
film
good.
them out of order. There, the secret's exposed.
The secret's exposed. Yeah, episode
Uh,
10, we had some other people here first. We already pre-recorded it because these fuckers got different schedules and shit, and not everybody's free at the same time. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but when Rushi lost the football league, like he had to do the one chip challenge, and we were all watching him over FaceTime while he was doing it. Yeah,
Oh no,
That shit looks
did
spicy.
He die?
yeah, he was.
died.
It was like kind of chill at first, and we were like,
He was like, "Oh, I'm Indian, bro. I got this shit." You know?
yeah, and he was just like, it's not that bad. And then it's one of those things where like as he kept going, as he kept eating
He
it,
was
it
like,
got worse and worse. And as you breathe, as you do this and that, it just starts building. And then at one point, he was just like, he just had like tears coming out, and it was just like, I don't know where these are coming from. Like,
See, I'm not gonna gaslight myself into thinking I could do it.
oh, I
I'm-
couldn't. I know I couldn't.
I know for a fact that like I'm gonna sit there and die while doing it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking die while I'm doing it. I'm probably gonna cry a little bit. I'm gonna chug a whole gallon of milk. I'm probably gonna have to get a tarp for that episode when we do it, because I'm probably just gonna fucking do this number and just have it.
Just milk challenge yourself.
Just milk challenge myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100
Yeah.
might be the only way to go. Might just have like a bowl here with milk and just dip my face in it. It's called a good day.
Just like motorboat your milk or something.
Yeah,
Well, that sounds a little
sounds a
weird,
little
but
weird.
You get the point.
Yeah, I get it. All right. So yeah, seasoning on food, just any type of seasoning,
Sure.
salt, pepper. Like when I eat, I've actually we went out one time and I ordered like a chicken and rice, right? Just like regular chicken and rice. It was
Yeah.
like a sautéed with like little peas and carrots and all this good stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing good that they had on their menu. It was really fucking sad because they were out of half the stuff. It was also late.
Mm-hmm.
I ate it. They put like it's like they just grabbed a bag of white rice, put it in a pot of water, no salt, no pepper, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's like they grabbed the chicken straight out of the pack, threw it on the grill.
That's always tough too, because like I feel like a lot of meat, I would say like for me at least, like
Yeah.
steak is probably the only thing that like can have some sort of taste even if it's unseasoned.
Yeah, it's the only thing
Yeah,
that can.
but
well,
like-
almost the only thing.
But like chicken, bro, like I don't like just eating chicken. Like it has to taste good. Like if you make not dry, even if you cook it okay, like if it doesn't have seasoning, I just get nothing from it. You know what I mean?
Even then, I would have been all right if it had a sauce on the side, like a drizzle on top.
Sure.
Or something, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I can understand if you don't season it or whatever and it's just plain chicken, but if you give me like a side of honey mustard and Like maybe some ketchup or something like that.
If it's uncooked or not uncooked shit, if it's not uncooked chicken, if it's unseasoned chicken, you give me some honey mustard. It doesn't matter. I'm eating that bitch.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm good to go.
I've had very like under seasoned chicken before.
Honey mustard.
I had some honey mustard. I didn't even notice.
Honey mustard fixes it. All right, that one's done. All right, I have my next one.
I feel like I just watched you delete something by accident.
I deleted the first word on the top, but it's just...
Do you know what it is?
It was just the header for the note page.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm still good here. All right, my next one is people who blame their bad day because they didn't have their morning coffee. I've met those people.
I mean...
I'm engaged to one of those people.
Okay.
Oh, I'm calling her out right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't know if this really fits me. Like,
no, it doesn't fit you.
There are people who, like, I will say, like, I can physically notice not physically, I don't know, conversationally, notice a difference whenever, like, they do and don't have their coffee. Because I have a coworker who, like, I know people he left his coffee at home one time.
He just pain in the ass. He
didn't even say, like, oh, my day is ruined, oh, this and that. It just showed. Like, everybody in the room could tell that he didn't have coffee that day.
Yeah, fair is fair. No, but it's like the people who are being dicks, but then they blame it on their coffee. It's different if they don't say anything and you just kind of notice it. Like, for instance, your coworker or whatever.
Yeah.
Showed up, didn't say he didn't have his coffee. You just fucking knew. You're just like, he said he left his coffee at home. Now he's being a dick all day. You're like, he kind of needed that coffee now, didn't he?
Yeah.
But people who are, like, abundantly blaming their bad day, being a dick and being like, I had my coffee this morning, like, fuck off. Get fucked, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like 17 workarounds. You know, like gas stations have coffee. If you desperately need it, you can go to a gas station, go get some coffee.
That's true.
It's not the same.
But, bro,
it's not the same.
Then there's the people that are like, oh no,
I
have to have that. Well, no, I don't think. Well, no, there are people that do like Starbucks that much, but like there's the people that are like, oh, that's shitty coffee or like this and that. Which like, yeah, it is shitty coffee, but you're the one that needs it, bro.
Yeah,
like
you need it. You know what I mean?
Who cares if I drink shitty coffee? I don't need it.
Yeah, don't judge me on my coffee preference. You know what I mean? Like I can do without it. I don't like coffee to begin with. Though.
I think like name brand coffee people, like or like I'm not gonna like hate on them necessarily, but like people who like special buy like exotic coffee and stuff like that.
Oh, my cocoa beans
and then like you're like, oh, I went to Dunkin' today, and then they just shit on you. They're like, oh, you went to Dunkin'? Like that's just not even real, bro. Like let me show you real coffee, man.
Let me show you real.
You
coffee.
Gotta get the
beans from Colombia.
You know what I mean? Dude. Like, I don't even know. Does Colombia even make coffee that's that good?
They do.
Oh, okay. Well, you know where else makes good coffee? Dunkin' Donuts.
You know what else makes good coffee?
Fight me on that.
Dunkin' Donuts is goated, dude.
Yes. I honestly I don't like coffee itself. I'm one of those people that likes. I'm one of those people that other people hate in the sense that like I pretend to like coffee in the sense of I get coffee with a bunch of other shit in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those people that's like I need like 32 squirts of like vanilla or whatever else. But like I ain't gonna lie, you give me a black coffee, I ain't drinking that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not drinking black coffee, but I'll get. Like
I'm not a real coffee drinker, bro.
I get
like
an iced white mocha with like hazelnut in it. Yeah, dude.
That's why I like people who like love Starbucks. Like I don't get it because that's a lot of money you're spending. Yeah, but at the same time,
$7 for
their
a
shit,
small,
their shit
bro?
tastes kind of good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, but $7 for a small is like outrageous. When I can go get like $1.
Oh, bro,
at the gas station and put like 7 bags of sugar in there, and you got the same exact shit. You know what I mean?
Plus I want it to give me a rush. Like I want to feel that in my face.
No, people who blame their bad days on not having coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Or people who are just sometimes even outrageously dicks. Like you know that you didn't have your coffee. There's 17 workarounds for getting coffee. If that's the reason you're being a dick and you absolutely need it, gas station coffee ain't gonna hurt you none.
Nah.
For people like me and you, we can't blame our bad day on coffee because we don't drink coffee like that. And if we did and we weren't pretentious to like a certain brand.
If you ever hear me blaming something on the fact that I haven't had coffee, either I've aged 10 years and I really did become reliant on it, or I'm just being a dick.
Or you've de-aged 10 years.
Or I've de-aged 10 years?
Yeah. It's usually the younger people.
Younger people blame it on coffee?
Dude, first of all, let me throw this out there. You know what I mean? It's not on my list, right?
Okay.
Well, technically, it's not anything I'm mad about.
All right.
Coffee wasn't a big thing when I was in high school.
No, I mean, I didn't know a lot of kids in high school that drank coffee.
Yeah,
actually, if anything, it was the Monster Energy kids, bro.
Yeah, it was Monster.
Those little crackhead kids that are like, I've had my 5th at Monster Energy for today.
It was Rockstar,
and like you wonder why these kids
Monster.
punch holes in walls and stuff like everywhere they go.
Mirage.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
But no, it's It's definitely
actually,
changed
he
now.
was drinking an energy drink. Now that you mentioned that,
And he did say he
and
punched
he
a hole
did
in the
say
wall.
he punched a hole in the wall. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. You'll get there.
Yeah.
But no. It's like back then we didn't have like much coffee places. People went to like Dunkin' Donuts for donuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they had a good selection of donuts at that point in time.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I used to pick some up on the way to school because it would be on my way. So I would stop in, go get a couple of those little like the munchkins, you know, and I would take that to school. That was nice. But now I've like every high schooler you've ever seen has a Starbucks cup in their hand.
Yeah.
Like, they're all drinking coffee.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, a lot of them are. That addiction started early for them, dude. You know what I was addicted to back then?
What, nicotine?
Yes.
I was about to say, you got
Be a
fucking
man.
2 vapes on the desk for no reason whatsoever.
You are right. They are there.
Are you even using both of those?
No, I just kind of took them out.
Oh, is it a prop or something? Oh, speaking of
Oh,
props,
I
hold
got
on, I can do it from here.
you got it?
No, I have no idea where to click. Right here?
I can't tell.
Can I just move it? Nope. All right, I'll let you handle that.
Where'd the mouse go?
There's a countdown.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Boom. Done.
Nobody saw any of that.
Nobody saw anything. They literally can't see anything.
No, I know.
Which is wild. Yeah, everybody's drinking coffee now, which is really weird.
It is.
Just about everyone.
Just about.
All right.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right. So now we're gonna start getting into some fun ones, in my opinion.
All right.
So you may not agree with some of these, but I also feel like a lot of
Hey,
people
bro,
would
if you
agree.
go off on a rant on something,
Yeah. Okay. So
apparently that's what people want to see. They want to see
they
you
want
be
to
pissed off.
Oh, you want to see me pissed off? Here we go. People who this isn't the one.
You want to see me pissed off? People who can't spell. Fuck you.
Pitch. I can't spell.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
People who act differently with different friend groups.
You hate that?
I hate that.
Bro, I feel like 90% of people do that.
I fucking hate it. It annoys
I ain't gonna.
me.
Okay, wait.
Well, here's my thing. I am the same exact person with all my.
I think I
friend
might have
groups.
just showed. Hold on, sorry. You might have to re-record that. I think I just showed my ass on camera. I was messing with my shorts and I just looked over and saw skin. So, re-say that real fast.
Okay, I
And
got
when
you.
you're
Okay.
editing, if not, you can
Just
keep
cut it
this
out.
part in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just showed my ass.
Fair enough. All right. So we'll go through that again. People
right.
who act differently with different friend groups. Now, hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
90% of people, bro. Just say it again.
Hear me out though. It's like I know when I'm with like certain groups of friends, I'm like the same exact person with like everyone. I
Yeah.
don't like changing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because like if I'm this way with one group of friends, this way with another group of friends, and eventually we're all gonna meet up at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's weird because now this group of friends is expecting me to be calm and tame. And
Actually, that's a very good point because I have never thought about it that way. I definitely.
all these people are gonna be at my wedding at some point, right?
No, see, okay, but see, that's the difference. Is I have people who like I know that
Yeah.
like it really depends. Like there are definitely friends I have that I'm like, yeah, you're probably not getting an invite to the wedding because like I just
Fair.
don't know you that much.
Fair.
And those are probably the people that I act like the least like crazy around. Like I'm
Yeah.
just that chill guy in the group, blah blah blah.
Fair enough.
Then there's the people who are definitely getting the invite to the wedding.
Of
And
course.
those are the people who like we've
Know
gone on
you,
beach
yeah.
trips with, who have, helped me like puke over a toilet at 4 a.m.
I got you.
Who have like, well, I mean, yeah, I feel like you're in both of those groups, but
I
like
am.
who like, I don't know, who I just have like all these crazy Snapchat memories with or whatever else, you know what I mean? Like, so I get acting different around different groups of people because like,
I don't, because then it brings on like a weird vibe if ever those two people like collide.
yeah, you have the one group of people that are like,
oh, he's such a nice guy.
they're
He's
like,
so
oh
chill.
yeah, like he never
This
does it.
group's
And then
like
this other group's like,
Jacob.
that guy's so fucked up in the head. Like
yeah.
he literally like I don't
Jumped
know,
off a roof, did
jumped
it with
off
the
a
keg.
roof
You know what I mean?
onto like a disabled person's wheelchair. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
like,
no, seriously,
What's
though.
what's considered crazy?
Nothing to consider crazy in this day and age anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anymore. But no, it's like one of those things where when you hang out with like a certain group of friends and you were like very different, but then you bring that one friend along with you. Like for instance, I have a group of friends, like all you guys and stuff like that, and then I
Sure.
have like a separate group of friends. If I brought you to this group of friends, like my other one, you would like be like shocked if you were to see me like kind of calm, never making like jokes or anything like that, because I'm always making sexual jokes or something,
yeah.
or very dark humor jokes. If you just saw me none of that, you'd be like, "Who the fuck are you?" right? I'm the same way with them, and I'm the same way with you guys. That way, there's no overlap. I like to be me.
Fair.
I like to be me. I don't like to change the way I am.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Now, it's very different when you're meeting family and stuff. Can't do that when you're meeting, like...
See, that's where the biggest difference is.
Yeah, but that's
like,
not friend groups, though. I did say friend
that's
groups
fair. That's fair.
specifically.
That's fair.
I said friend groups, you know? Now, it is... I can say there is, like a little gray area where you're at an event, you know, and you can't really do the things that you're doing.
Like certain
and
public
you're with
spaces.
your friends and like public spaces and stuff. But like if it's the same setting in the house, chilling and stuff.
Yeah. No, the environment definitely makes a big difference.
Environment makes a difference. That's a very big. That's the little gray area. That's right there. Little gray area is environment and family. But we're not talking family. We're talking friend groups.
Sure.
So environment is the only thing that makes full difference. Otherwise, I'm the same with everyone. You're gonna view me as this guy. Cool. They're going to view me as this guy. Cool. Now when you guys meet, you can be like, cool. This guy's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, people who act differently around different friend groups.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I get your point. I don't know if I necessarily hate people that are like that because I feel like that's like most people.
Depends.
Like, think about it. People who like are in like...
People who act very differently, though. Well, there's like a huge like differential. Like right now... I know you, when we go out, we are very, like, extra. You know what I mean? We do the most when we're drinking. We like to have fun. There's no limitations to our unhingedness when we're out, right? Now, if we were to go hang out somewhere and me and you were, like, tame, like, if you're just tame and I'm looking for, like, unhinged Jacob, and you were just tame, I'm going to look at you and be like, the fuck is going on? We're hanging out with, like, one new person. Who are you trying to impress? Unless it's, like, some female. But, like, still, who you...
I was about to say, yeah.
It's a little different, you know, like, environment.
It all matters where you are.
All right. This is a oddly specific one, but I definitely have met these kind of people before.
When you say oddly specific, is this, like, somebody... And you just needed a reason to hate on them, so you just described them?
No, not really. I don't know anybody like this personally, but I've definitely met people like this. Like, I don't know anybody like in my friend group or family that does this, but I've definitely met these kind of people.
All right.
People who treat reality shows like real life.
Like what? Big like stands or something?
No, I wouldn't say stand. Almost, yeah, kind of like stands. You just said the word for me. People who like take like comic book movies way too seriously, like to the point where they start arguing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people who are talking about like the Kardashians or some shit like that. Like they just get very
that's two completely different realms, bro.
But
comic book fan fiction and like the Kardashians.
About entertainment in general. Like people who take it like way too. There's a difference between being a fan and liking it and knowing about it.
So what about fan fiction? Are you a big fan fiction person? Like people, you don't know what fan fiction is?
No.
Oh, I mean, I feel like there's like normal fan fiction, but like 90% of fan fiction that I've heard of is like whenever there's like a TV show and the fans just like write novels about them like fucking each other. It'll be like, okay, you know, it'll be like Game of Thrones, but imagine if Jon Snow and the kid, Bran or whatever the hell his name is, are like married. Okay, maybe not that. That's weird. But like, imagine if, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. Like, it'll be like...
I've seen Game of Thrones.
I haven't. I just...
What the fuck? How the fuck do you know the kid's name then?
I don't know. Was that right? Was it Bran?
Yeah, it was Bran.
That's
yeah,
pretty
there was
impressive.
a kid named Bran in Game of Thrones. That's actually wild that you pulled that out of your ass just now.
Yeah. I feel like I knew that, like, in the back of my head. Okay, I lied. I've seen, like, a couple episodes.
Okay, fair.
I think I saw the first season. So more than a couple episodes.
There
but,
we go.
you know, you get the point. So fan fiction is like, okay, I'll think of a good one. My Little Pony has crazy fan fiction. Like, there is so much of it out there.
Am I, like, living under a rock?
Yeah, I think you are. Look, all you got to do is look up, like, My Little Pony fan fiction.
I'm not trying to see pony porn.
There's a lot of it, bro. I don't know why I don't know why or when I found that out, but ever since I did, like, it has just been in the back of my mind as something that's like, if I ever make it to a page that has it on there, I know I've gone too far down the internet.
That's
it's one of those things that you're just like, all right, you know, like whenever you're like exploring on the internet, you like click a link, or like YouTube. Whenever you get into like that deep part of YouTube where you like start out, it's like, oh, how do I wire my ceiling fan? And the next thing you know, you're like,
ponies having sex.
You're like how to destroy like evidence when in a murder or something like that. And it's like, how did I end up here? Then you're like, also bookmark.
How did I get here? Also,
Also bookmark. I might need that for later.
I might, after episode 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, episode 10, episode 492.
Yeah, episode 492. Oh, yeah, episode 492. No, but I didn't know fan fiction was a thing. I didn't know fan fiction was a thing like that.
Dude, okay, hold on. You know what? Even better, I'm going to look up the definition of fan fiction and
you were about
see.
to look up pony porn.
No, I'm not going to look up My Little Pony shit because I don't want to see. Okay, fan fiction. Here we go.
Give it to me. So sorry.
What is the meaning of fan fiction? Stories involving popular fictional characters that are written by fans and often posted on the internet.
No, that's exactly what you just told me earlier.
Yeah, there's a whole Reddit to it, and I'm sure that it's like NSFW. I'm not going to click on it because I can only imagine what's in it.
Yeah,
but
you never know.
Essentially,
but no, I get what you're saying though.
That's
they're
out
like
there.
taking
That's real.
Yeah, they're taking like Marvel characters and they're just like,
yeah,
what happened
it would
if
be
these
like
two are fucking?
It would be like, what
I mean?
happened if like. Yeah, or like if there's like but there are also benefits to it.
There's
like,
also PG.
Because like if there's
I
mean if there's like a really shitty movie ending, like I've heard Game of Thrones is, that's not a movie, but you get the point.
It did have a somewhat shitty ending, but I will say
But people do like fan fiction for like alternative endings. They're like, oh, if such and such died, like here's how I would have done it instead, and like 99% of the time, it's way better than the actual ending.
Well, yeah. Usually, because that's because people had time to think on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're writing a show, okay, I could be wrong, but if you're writing a show, I feel like you kind of have to think about how you want it to end before you even make it.
See, that's the thing, though, right? Because at the end of the day, you're making a TV show. You think this is the best ending it's gonna be. In your mind, you're just like, this is perfect, right? I've actually seen movies with good endings, and I've actually seen people who were just like, hey, if it would have ended this way, this would have been dope too. I'm like, I think it ended pretty good.
Sure.
I don't hate the Game of Thrones ending. I think they could have extended it.
Yeah, but see.
And had the same ending. So.
Okay, I will give it to you there because, like, sometimes whenever shows get canceled or stuff, the show writers only have, like, a couple of months before they're like, hey, by the way, the show ended. So it's like, oh, the show ended too fast. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. They had, like, 3 months to make the ending.
Yeah. So, do you ever
just
plan on watching Game of Thrones?
No, absolutely.
So I'm gonna spoiler warning. Well, you've had like years to watch it. So
yeah, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet and you're worried about a spoiler, like either you're 12 or you just lived under a rock on purpose. So
facts.
Really not mad.
At the ending of that TV show, they basically, they had like the love story between like the main two characters of the show,
the Dragon Girl and
Jon Snow, right?
Yeah.
They had
Doesn't
their
he
love.
die?
No, he lives. She dies.
Oh, she dies?
She dies.
Oh, who cares about the show anymore?
Right?
I thought the whole point of the show was about her.
She went fucking batshit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she went batshit.
Okay, well.
She was all about, liberating people, saving them, freeing slaves.
That's
and all that
batshit?
No. She was about that in the beginning of the show. She was about freeing people and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then, like, the person that she was trying to claim the throne, obviously, right? Because it's called Game of Thrones. She's trying to claim her throne back.
Is that what it's about?
Well, yeah, literally.
Okay,
it's called Game of Thrones. They say
I thought it was just about like honestly.
It's about power. You know what I mean? It's about like who has power of the 7 kingdoms and shit like that, and it's got a bunch of like mini sub stories in it.
Yeah.
But the main purpose is the dragon lady wants her throne. She deserves it. It's her right. She's like got the birth name for it or whatever, right? So she's like, that throne belongs to me, kind of type shit. But what happens is that her best friend dies by the person who's currently on the throne, and the moment that episode goes, she's like, fuck that entire place. I'm burning all these innocent people to the fucking ground.
Damn.
Right? Like, she goes bad shit. She's like, doesn't give a shit about prisoners. She was like, she made a big thing about like, we keep prisoners, we don't execute them like that, right? But she just goes, like, episode by episode, she's going, like, bad shit. She's fucking burning down villages and shit with their dragons, killing kids, innocent people.
Well, okay, I was going to say, to be fair, if I had a dragon, the first thing I would want to do is burn down a village with it.
Yeah, but with kids and stuff like that,
look,
there's like a gray area, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, burning down villages of bad people, sure. But kids and women and, like, all those people you were like so high on morale
evacuate everybody first,
and
then burn it down.
Yeah,
I just think it'd be so cool to be like riding a dragon and just be able to like burn shit, right? Like,
fair, but she went bad shit, right? And I like that part. I don't mind her going bad shit. The problem is that within that same season where she goes from completely nice woman to bad shit crazy, they killed her.
Well, of course.
And then the season ended. right?
Is that the last season?
That's the last season.
Okay, so she goes batshit in the last season and they kill her.
Yes.
Okay, well,
And
I mean,
here's
what
how
other
they
ending do you want?
Here's how they could have fixed it, though. And this has been said, like, by a lot of, like, our friends and stuff like that. They could have just added one more season where at the end of that season where she goes bad shit, they, like, the main antagonist and her have their war for an entire season. You know what I mean? And then she dies. Let her reign. Like, let her have the throne,
Okay.
but as a bad guy. Like, make her
like a
the season
tyrannical
I
lady.
think within 2 episodes.
I don't know what the word is for that.
Tyrants,
yeah.
I think within 2 episodes, they had her going from nice, bad shit, dead.
In
within
2 episodes?
In 2 episodes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's
That's
crazy.
horrendous. All they needed, actually, if they were just added like 4 or 5 more, like episodes in between batshit and dead, would have been fine.
Sure.
You know, because those episodes are long. They're like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? It's almost like half a fucking movie.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, some of them are like an hour and a half. Most of them are like about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
They extend like the season finales or like the big episodes are like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Like the really good ones, like the war ones and like the full fight scene ones.
Yeah.
They're proper episodes. But yeah, no, 5 more episodes would have been perfect. Just of her being batshit instead of just like a quick turnaround of like good, bad shit, dead. Like that just kind of sucked. So there's your fan fiction for you. I guess I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh fuck!
You heard it here. Millen's into fan fiction.
I'm into fan fiction now, guys.
Don't start watching My Little Pony.
Not fucking happening.
You're not gonna like where that goes.
All right. This one's going a little bit off our main topics, but I fucking hate bandwagons.
Bandwagons
for sports.
Okay.
Like bandwagoning for sports. Like a very big. So there's a gray area for this one too. There's a difference between having a favorite player and just liking a team because they're good. For instance, if I am a LeBron James fan or a Tom Brady fan or somebody like that, I'm going to support whatever team he is on because I am a player fan. Like, yo, I love LeBron when he was at Cleveland. I've been a big fan of his and everything he does. When he went to the Heat, when he went back to Cleveland, when he went to the Lakers, like I've just been a LeBron fan. Yeah. I'm just following him and his teams. I'm not big on sports, but I am a big LeBron fan, right? Fun.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But people who are like, oh yeah, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm a big Patriots fan. Oh, you like Tom Brady? No, I'm just a Patriots fan. Okay. Next year, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Oh, you like Tom Brady then? No, I'm just a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan because they're just magically good this year. You know what I mean? People who just follow the good team. Like, oh yeah, I'm a Alabama fan. Oh, they're good at college football and stuff like that. And then the moment they lose, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a big ass Georgia fan, bro. They lose, oh, I'm a big ass Ohio State fan, bro.
Yeah, like kind of like clout chasing fans almost. Yeah.
Bandwagoners. They're bandwagon people.
Bandwagoners, yeah.
Yeah, I hate those people. Fucking can't stand them. Cause
I mean,
one year, because I remember we went out to go watch like some games or whatever, and every fucking episode.
Yeah, well.
Oh wait, no, it just. Okay.
What was it?
It was just a call, but it was from a number I don't know.
No.
I'm not gonna say this number out loud, but.
No, say it. Call him back.
Call him back. No, but like we went out to eat with a group of friends of us, and we went to go watch some like football or whatever. And I specifically remember this dude being an Ohio State fan.
All right.
I know who you are if you're ever watching this. He was an Ohio State fan, and then it was like Georgia and I think it was like LSU or some shit like that. And then he was like wearing the dog shirt and all this other stuff. I'm like, aren't you a?
Distracting the fuck out of me.
That's just ESPN.
Oh,
funny because we're talking about sports right
now.
Too.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
ESPN didn't text me, Sag.
It's fucked up. I also have like UFC notifications.
Oh, I don't.
Up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So yeah, I was like, I thought you were an Ohio State fan. He was like, no, I've always been a Georgia fan. I'm like,
I will say, people like that are pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Or like people who like, I don't know. I mean, I just like the teams that I like, and so whenever I hear about somebody
there's teams that you like, but then there's bandwagoning teams.
No, I know.
Like year after year, like, oh yeah, I'm a big Celtics fan this year. Why? I've never seen you rep a single.
Honestly, I would way much rather you be like a bandwagon hater than a bandwagon like people who just like hate a team for no reason.
That's fair. I used to hate the Patriots for so long. But that was for
there was a reason because they always won.
Yeah, it was.
But I'm talking about like those teams that's like, oh, they're a dark horse. Like, wow, they're making like a miracle run or whatever, and you're like, you know what?
the
fuck
Lions.
the Celtics. Yeah, or like the Lions.
The Lions.
Like for example,
Lions,
for this
dude.
NBA Finals,
Yeah.
I don't want Boston to win. I have no reason to care. I don't watch NBA.
You just don't want them to win.
I hate the Celtics for no reason.
Fair.
Like there's for some reason, like I don't know if it's because of Luka and Kyrie or like what, but like for some reason I just see the Celtics and I'm like, God, I hope they lose.
It's just the green color.
I don't. It might be the green. It might be the fact that they're called the Celtics. It might be the fact that
they're the Celtics with a little Irishman. On
yeah,
their
something
logo.
something about them, bro. I just like, I want them to lose so bad. But I also feel like every time that I bandwagon hate on somebody, for example, Kansas City, I hate them. It's mostly Mahomes. Like he's definitely
but that's
great.
A reason.
He's definitely great. Like like
you
can't deny greatness.
No, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah. And but Kansas City, San Francisco, like I hate both of those teams.
San Fran, no, get fucked, dude. Hate San Fran.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And there's no reason for it though. There's no like one person who makes that team great. They're just good every fucking year, and it's so annoying.
Well, yeah.
Well, they're subpar during the season. They make it to playoffs.
Well, no, that's not true. They're amazing during the season, then they choke in the playoffs.
Oh, I had that backwards. My
yeah,
bad. My apologies. My bad.
I was like, no, they kick ass during the season. Everyone's like, oh my God, these guys are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I feel like this past year's Super Bowl, nobody cared about.
I didn't care. I still went and watched it, but I didn't care.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even. Yeah, I did watch it, but like,
I just had a lot of
nobody
bets.
wanted that Super Bowl.
I had a bunch of like prop bets for stuff that had like nothing to do with football. Like I had how many times Taylor Swift was gonna pop up on the goddamn screen.
No,
like that was an over under bet. That shit was hilarious. I won that bet. I think the over under this year was like 13.5, and she popped up 15 times on the Super Bowl screen.
Interesting.
Which is wild to me.
I didn't realize it was that many times.
Yeah. Well, every time it pans to her. And
I stopped paying attention to her at one point.
Like, I 100% because it just got annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
but I was paying attention because I had money on the line.
Yeah,
full degenerate. You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, show me Taylor, bro. Where's she at?
Give me Taylor Swift.
Yo, Swifty in the house. You know, no.
Yeah.
I had money on the line. I was like, show her to me. No, keep showing her. That's okay. Fuck the game. Nobody wants to watch this anyways.
No, yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna say. It's like I did not care for the Super Bowl whatsoever. I was like, I was like, great. Either we get San Francisco, the team that like, I mean, I don't. There's really not a reason that I should dislike San Francisco. I just didn't want them to be in the Super Bowl at all. Like I think I wanted the Lions there more than anything. I wanted a Lions-Ravens Super Bowl, and I'm a Steelers fan. I hate the Ravens, but that Super Bowl. I wanted them to make it to the Super Bowl and then lose.
Who? The Ravens?
Yeah, of course. But
hear me out.
I feel like it would have been way like more. I don't know, like
exciting. If the
not fun. Yeah, exciting. Like because for some reason I just knew if Mahomes made it to the Super Bowl, it didn't matter what happened, they were gonna win.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we knew.
I feel like his career is scripted almost like Brady's. Like why all of a sudden did you like? Yeah, you know, some people will argue it's greatness. Some people will argue it is fixed. But like, why all of a sudden are you just doing that much better than the team that's? It's like, for example, like when the Ravens lost in their playoff game. Why did they not run the ball, bro? They ran the ball so well. Like, is their offensive coordinator actually just a moron, or
no? They're more. It's scripted.
Or were the bettors saying like, "Hey, we can't have Lamar go to the Super Bowl"?
Hear me out. It is. I feel like it was scripted this year, 100%. And the only reason why is Taylor Swift. That's the only reason why.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Because she brought in a like 2 billion fucking fan base,
and they were like, if we don't have
selling
Taylor
out,
Swift anywhere near the Super Bowl, people won't watch it.
Yeah, they were selling out the like stadium.
When in reality, like if she hadn't been there, well, not necessarily her, but if Kansas City hadn't been there, I would have watched it. I don't care who's in it.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I will say though, like it was like a big media thing because like in Arrowhead, their stadium was packed out damn near every game. And even away games, like half the stadium was red because they knew Taylor Swift was going to be there. It was crazy because I think the Chiefs went to go play the Lions, and they had both Taylor Swift and Eminem in the fucking building. Which was wild because Eminem's a big Lions fan. Right. So therefore, I was like, oh, this is kind of fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, I also just don't get obsession with celebrities in general. Like
they're watching sports like the rest of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't make a big deal of it out of like UFC events when like people Trump was at a UFC event. And they just showed his face like he was a normal ass dude. Like, oh look, it's Donald Trump, and he's just in there like. And then they just pan it to the next guy.
He probably didn't know it was happening. Like I feel like he doesn't like watch UFC like that.
Well, he was there. He was at the event.
Okay, you can be there. That doesn't mean you know what the fuck is going on.
Probably not. But when have you ever seen a president at the UFC fight?
I don't know.
You've never seen a president at a Super Bowl?
I mean, I'm sure they're there.
Maybe, possibly. You never know.
Biden could have been there. I don't know.
Probably
I barely watched the Super Bowl this year, bro.
He's probably sleeping in the back, to be honest with you.
It could be.
Wake me up when the game's
Where's Taylor Swift?
Where's Taylor Swift? All right, bandwagons. Those are your bandwagons for you. Ooh, this is a fun one.
All right.
Ready for this?
Sure.
Any girl who says that, any girl who says that that's my guy best friend while in a relationship. I hate that line. Guy best friend.
Guy best friend.
Guy best friend while in a relationship. I hate that shit.
So if your fiance was like
guy best friend, get fucked.
Interesting.
No, I hate that.
I mean,
you can have a friend that's a guy,
yeah.
But when you specifically use that terminology, maybe it's just the term.
I think it's the fact that you have to clarify guy best friend.
Guy best
why
friend.
Can't you just say he's your best friend?
Yeah, even then, why can't you just say like my best friend Roosh? You know what I mean? Like or some shit like that.
Well, that's
right?
what I'm saying. Yeah, like
why you gotta say guy best friend? That like it tweaks my ears a little bit with just hearing.
For some, you know what? Now that you mention that, it does make it sound like that much more like.
For instance, you and Haley are good friends.
Sure.
Right? Let's say she gets into a relationship.
Sure.
Okay, you guys are good friends. She doesn't call you her guy best friend. She just calls you Jacob or like good friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
You guys are close. But then imagine that dude who's on the other side of that relationship.
Yeah.
And then she's just, and he's like, oh, who's that? And she just all of a sudden goes, guy best friend, right? Maybe not for you, it's not a bad thing, but for that guy, he's like, the fuck?
Well, no, it's never a bad thing for the guy best friend.
Yeah, never a bad thing for the guy best friend, but still, it's like, I hate that line. I hate that term.
I do hate that term. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Like if anything,
it screams cheating. That's what it screams.
Yeah,
like
for some reason, and I don't get why.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know why it screams cheating, but it just like if I ever hear like another girl who's just like, yeah, that's my guy best friend. I'm like, oh, so you're fucking. That's what you're doing? Because otherwise, you would have just said my friend Jacob. You don't need guy best friend. I know he's a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, that's a good. I don't know. That's a good point.
Especially if I know you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if Haley were to come up to me right now and be like, "Yeah, I was hanging out with my guy best friend." Like,
okay,
that?
well, yeah, but you're not her boyfriend, so
no,
that's
I'm not.
different.
But even then, why are you saying that to me? Why can't you just say I was hanging out with Jacob? Why do I need to know that that's your guy best friend?
There is, yeah, you know what? That's what it is. I think it's the fact that you have to like clarify.
Yeah,
like,
now
you could
I know
just say
something's
best.
up.
You could just say best friend.
Yeah.
Why do I need to know he's your guy best friend? Like,
fuck,
he can't just be your best friend, right?
Yeah, right. Get fucked. There's something going on here.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you now. Like,
See?
I don't know what it is. There's something about that term.
The term just irritates the shit
Just
out.
call him best friend.
Call him best friend. Call him
And
by
if you
his
have
name.
a girl best friend that's like more of a best friend than he is, you could still call him your best friend.
Exactly.
I don't think
That's
she's
okay.
gonna be upset if you're like, oh yeah, he's my best friend.
I'm a
I
guy.
was your best friend. Oh,
I'm a
sorry, my
guy.
guy best friend. Like, no one cares.
That's my best friend. How dare you not call me your guy best friend? Oh,
Yeah.
get fucked, dude.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, I feel like that should just be the answer. Like, just
Should be
he's
the
my
answer.
best friend.
Guy best friend. Hate that shit. Or he's like a brother to me. I hate that. We live in Alabama, bro. That don't mean shit. Don't come up to me and be like, he's like a brother. You live in Alabama.
He's like a brother to me. So you are cheating on me.
I would never do that. He's my guy best friend. Why? He's my best friend would have just worked.
See, I feel like it's the opposite though, because like if you say like he's a brother to me, that's like pain from if you're on the other end. Like
I feel like I would rather have some. Actually, I don't think any type of like family member would be. Like, he's like a dad to me. I don't like. I mean, you're calling him daddy now. I don't like that shit. Just
well, they probably aren't, but I get the point.
you get the point. Like,
Yeah.
like a brother to me. She's like a sister to me. Okay, I actually don't care about that one because that wouldn't actually.
Well,
make
yeah,
sense.
because you're a guy, so
Yeah.
of course you don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Well, you never
She's
know.
like
nowadays.
a sister to me.
You never know. He's like my uncle.
Okay,
That's weird.
if
as
you have a
fuck.
friend that you call your uncle, that's weird.
That's
Like unless they're just that much older, but
It's
even
like
then, like it's
grandparent.
usually like dad, right?
yeah, it's just dad.
Like what reason are you calling him your uncle versus your like dad? especially in like a friend context. Like,
oh yeah,
why
are we calling
like,
him uncle?
Yeah, like that just feels
Maybe it's like the brother of your, like somebody you call dad.
okay, but like but when
For
it's friends
instance-
and they're not actually like your dad or anything, you could just call them both dad, like or like brother. I
Would
don't know.
give to be called a dad?
I just
you know what I mean?
I don't know how I would feel if I like had a friend that was like, oh yeah, he's like my uncle. Like why?
I'm concerned for you now.
Well,
Just a little
no,
bit.
I mean it's like what? Why is that the most accurate term you could use?
Yeah, make a solid point. Oh,
I don't
guy
know.
best friend. But you hear it though, right?
Oh yeah, you
best
hear
friend.
guy best friend all the time.
Yeah, hate that. All right, this is the last one actually. Believe it or not.
Okay,
What are we?
should be like.
Can't read shit.
Let me zoom in with my camera. Let's see if I can see. Oops.
Oh, you got
Let's
it.
see if I can see it with my camera. Not at all. It is very blurry.
That's okay. We'll just do it by whatever.
Yeah.
We'll make up for it on episode 10 to be able
Yeah, episode 10 is very long.
very long with a lot of edits that need to be made. So
Yeah, but I mean, even then, if
No.
it's any shorter than an hour and a half, you've cut out too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it that way.
fair enough. This is the last one. This is a fun one too. People who take offense. People who take offense on someone else's behalf. So, for instance, if somebody calls you Elmer's glue because of how white you are,
Okay.
you see, and you're not offended, you think it's a hilarious ass joke, but then somebody else comes to your rescue and is like, "Don't call him that. He doesn't like that," and you're sitting there like, "I don't give a fuck. I like this." I feel like comedians get a lot of heat for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they'll say something and those people are laughing, right? Like he'll
Yeah.
make fun of like the guy in the wheelchair and they'll laugh along with him. Like he's having a great time. You know, he's
Sure.
popping wheelies and shit. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like he's having a great time.
Yeah.
And then some random lady like the heckler in the crowd will be like, "You can't say that. That's insensitive." But he's fucking laughing.
Yeah.
What are you getting mad at me
Yeah,
for?
bro.
You know what I
That's
mean?
always like that. That's always that like.
That's usually the Karens, the fucking.
It's not even Karen's. Like it goes like all over the place. But it's just one of those things that's just like I don't know. That's always like that weird ground. That's like
well,
for me, it's kind of like
it's getting upset on somebody else's behalf that doesn't want it, right?
Yeah, like
There's
if
a-
they've already actively shown like, oh, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, there is limits to it. Like
there are 100% limits, but I mean like specifically.
like you can't just like be racist or something and be like,
Yeah.
oh, my black
my
friend's
black
cool
friend
with
loves
it.
this shit.
Yeah, and
No,
it's just like
you can't do
okay, well,
that.
he doesn't speak for all of them.
Yeah.
And so like in that general sense, like I get it, but like at the same time, like if you're at a comedy show and somebody says something, unless they are legitimately being like,
oh, if they're like
super,
super
like,
toned in, no laughs,
super toned
fucking-
in. Yeah, if
fuck
no,
your
if
wheelchair-
nobody's
if
laughing,
nobody's
or if
laughing-
like the group that he's like attacking or whatever is the same group the whole time, speak up. Like
Yeah.
in that case, I get it. But like if he's just like if it's us, for example, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, the white guy looks like he doesn't have seasoned food or something. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, the Indian guy looks like
runs
he
a
owns like
7-Eleven.
hotels. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then we're both laughing at it. Like,
yeah, if we're
don't be
laughing-
don't be that person in the back of the room that's just like, you can't say that.
Yeah, dude, I would yell back. I'd be like, "Why not?
Yeah,
It was funny."
Hey, shut up! I'm listening.
I paid money to listen to the guy. Leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
people like that just don't go to comedy shows.
I love comedy shows.
Right? Yeah. No.
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
but you're not going to be that person,
You
right?
meant
Yeah.
don't go to comedy
No,
shows.
I'm not saying don't go to comedy shows. Like if we didn't have comedy shows, what the fuck are we doing? But like,
be here to be
nah.
very honest with
Yeah,
you.
but like, yeah, I agree with you. People who just like, which we both agree to a certain extent, but I agree with you. Like, don't be that guy.
There's a
Like,
difference if you're just bagging on an entire race, right?
yeah, race or really just any individual group of
Yeah,
people.
no,
like,
there's making jokes about race, but there's a limit to those as well.
yeah,
right?
don't
like,
cross that line.
like okay, I'm
Or
not
like if you
crossing
tell
a line
like
here.
for me, like if you tell like a super offensive joke, only tell one. Like leave it at that.
Leave it at the
do
one.
not do not cross that line and go to the second or third joke, because then people are gonna start to think you're serious.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've seen some comedians go like off on like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
race
yeah.
or whatever, but people are laughing. The same people are laughing too.
Sure,
like, they're
sure.
They're dying of laughter. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They're just like, I do like fried chicken. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Okay.
like one of those, right? And
Yeah.
they're having a grand old time. But then there's somebody else like going on fucking Yelp like, no, well, I don't know why I said Yelp for a
Yeah, who goes to Yelp for
a
comedy reviews, bro?
But you know what I meant? Like they're going
Like,
online and
the show was a 0 out of 10. Will not go back. Like where you review it? Like Yelp is like a location based thing. Like you review the theater. This one this one comedian went to the show, and I fucking hated it. Never go here again. The venue's just like, bro, well, we have nothing to do with that.
Right? They hired this dumbass person here.
Yeah.
I'm like, how was we supposed to know what his set was gonna be? You know?
Yeah.
No, if you paid money to go to a comedy show, laugh. It's meant for jokes. Now, there's a very big difference if they're being serious or whatnot, and they're like aggressively.
But I feel like at the same time, you can kind of tell.
Yeah, you can 100% tell when a comedian's just like bagging on a race and it's no longer funny anymore.
Right.
Or when they make a joke and everybody's like,
the moment that it's just like, okay.
Ooh. When you hear that, ooh, you're just like, okay, that was a little risky. We're just trying it out.
That's when you know it's your last joke. Whenever you hear the ooh, don't take that. Don't play
run,
off of it.
Don't run with it.
Or if you do,
take
it better be
back.
a little lighthearted. Right.
Yeah,
You can make a super dark joke and then ooh, and then make something lighthearted to then go right back in, right? But like you can't just like darker than that. And it's just like everybody's like, nope.
You can imagine you make a joke and all you hear is ooh, and you're just like, okay, I'm feeling you guys.
Here's something worse.
Worse.
And everybody's just like,
you don't like that? Check this out. Then you're like, ooh, I need my money back, kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are my rants for today. Those are my unhinged people. Some people may agree with this. You know what? The guy best friend thing still fucking gets me, but there's gonna be a lot of people. Like I have a guy best friend. It doesn't mean anything.
No, but like, yeah. There are definitely people who are not gonna like that. But
100%.
But at the same time, like I feel like it's kind of makes sense to people at the same time. Like,
oh, it does. I'm saying these things are for me.
If you were okay, but think about it. Like if I feel like I hear about this an equal number of times. Like if you're a girl and your guy and your man's is hanging out with a girl,
equally as weird if he says girl best friend.
No, I feel like it's not even girl best friend. Like I feel like he's just like, oh, you know, like if he's just hanging out with her all the time and he's just like, oh yeah, she's like my best friend, like she's like my sister, like this and that.
I also
like,
find that kind of weird.
I feel like there's like a certain amount of people that are just like,
you want to,
I don't
you want to
believe
smash,
that.
right?
Right.
100%. That's the only reason you're there.
Like, you know, in
9
certain
times out of 10
cases
it usually is.
Maybe, but in certain cases it's not true. So like, you know, I feel like people are gonna understand the guy best friend.
Well, it depends if you're hanging out with that person.
Actually, you know who's not gonna like the guy best friend, girl best friend thing?
Who?
Is people who use that line and do not like stay loyal. I feel like low key.
Ouch.
I feel like
go watch episode 7.
Like low key,
cheating bastards got caught.
Low key, right? Like. Because, like, for me, for example, like you said earlier, Haley and I have, like, that, like, relationship that's kind of just like, oh, you know, we both know that we're best friends, but we call each other best friends.
Yeah.
We don't say male best friend or girl best friend. But also,
you guys don't hang out alone a lot. You know what I mean?
That's also true.
You hang out with groups of people
or,
like, true. 1 or 2 other people, or they're in that vicinity. I'm talking about the girl-guy best friends that just hang out with each other, go to the movies, go to dinner, hang out at each other's houses. That shit is fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
One-on-one and in a relationship, get fucked. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Get fucked.
I could not. I would have. First of all, I'm a jealous fuck as it is. First, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, this is where the people that we were talking about earlier, like the like Sigma people, are gonna be like, well, you're only worried because you're insecure, bro.
Hell yeah. Do you fucking get? First
of
all,
that's the whole point.
Let me tell you something real quickly. First of all, I know that I am beneath my woman. You know what I mean? She's definitely the smart one in this relationship.
Like, of course I'm worried, bro. Look at you. Yeah, that's always the thing too. Is the guy best friend or girl best friend is like low key, always kind of hot, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's so fucking. It's always like, why are you friends with that fucker?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Hold on. You guys say you're best friends. Why she look like that? You don't got an ugly best friend?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm wondering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's always one of those scenarios, and it's like 1-on-1. The difference between you and Haley is if she were to say guy best friend, that's okay. But the difference is you guys hang out with the groups of people around all the time.
That's true.
You guys rarely ever, if even, hang out just with each other. Maybe on car rides over to places, or maybe like a quick like lunch or something like that. But I'm talking about the people who hang out with that other person a lot. Like a lot. Like at home, the parents know each other. Like I'm talking like the parents know him more than they know the actual boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit's weird. I hate that. That's kind of weird.
I can get that.
Nah, couldn't do it. Hate that. I'm already insecure as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm sitting there and I'm just like, guy best friend?
Why?
What do you need that I can't give you right now? All right? Is it height? I don't have that. I can't do that.
Like the thing is, it's always like I need a guy's perspective, but that's like not my boyfriend.
You have friends.
Like, who am I gonna rant about? Like, how am I gonna rant about my man's and hear it from a guy's perspective unless I have a guy best friend?
Also, I also know how low down some dudes can be. Who like the guy best friend in this will give her the answer she wants to hear.
Oh yeah,
right, and make us look bad. You know what I mean?
There are definitely guys like that.
Yeah, I've known those guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've definitely been
just like,
friends with those
just
guys.
Like, he didn't want to take you out to dinner. It's because he wants to see somebody else, or he thinks you're fat.
He thinks you're
he said no to dinner. It's because he doesn't want you to eat anymore.
Yeah, no. You know what?
Ask him why he thinks you're fat. Get in his head.
Ask me why. You know what I mean? And she'll be like, "You should eat whatever you want, you queen." I'll be like, "Don't say that."
Queen? Why is she calling you queen?
No, I'm talking about the guy best friend to the girl. Right?
Oh.
Be like, you should eat whatever you want, you queen.
Like, girl,
you don't need that.
Girl, I don't think you're fat. I'll even order you I'll take you out for a nice steak dinner.
Yeah.
Your man thinks you're fat, but I'll take you out for a nice dinner.
Oh no. I'm about to call my
Speaking
woman.
of, I'm about to hit up your fiance, bro. She's my girl best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That was different because we also had a joke like that, like where you were in a relationship and we were in ours.
Yeah, we had a joke running at one point that we were basically swapping.
And it worked because it was funny because we would only do that when we were like with each other. Yeah, you guys would never go alone somewhere to go. I would start having questions then, you know what I mean?
Be like, hey girl, hey dude, she's my girl. And then you're like, oh yeah. And then I'm like, no, seriously, I'm taking her out to dinner this week. And you're like, wait, what?
Excuse me?
Wait, what? Why?
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I'm about to call yours right now.
You're like, I told you she's my girl, bro. Like, okay, this joke went too far.
Yeah, wow. That would have been kind of wild. I would have been like, we got to call your girl now. Hey, what are you doing tonight? You dinner? Dinner. Cool. Let's do it.
Competitive dating.
I
can treat your girl better than you can treat mine.
Isn't that just swingers?
Maybe. I don't know. I thought swinger. I don't know.
It sounds like some really fuckboy type shit. Hey, let's trade girlfriends and see who does better.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't know. I couldn't. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. All right.
Is that the end?
I think we're at the end. I have nothing.
Oops.
Oh, no.
What's that one?
Nothing.
Okay. No, it's still not the right one.
Oh, but you know what? Let me throw my headphones on for this.
I can't really reach it. Nope, wrong one. Oh! That noise fair. Is for the people who are, upset on YouTube.
Yeah, fair. You know what? Keep being upset. It's all right. I am all right with it at the end of the day. You fuel our episodes. Honestly, this one was definitely fueled by you guys. Saying that we're not unhinged enough. Guess what? We gave some unhinged stuff. We could definitely get a little bit deeper, but I also
honestly,
don't want to get canceled.
I was about to say, well, yeah, I mean, you gotta, you can only be so unhinged before you're actually just being offensive.
Or a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gave my views on certain things, which aren't unfair views for some people.
Sure.
But let's give it away. What do we want? The music?
Also, just one,
oh, you got one?
No, I don't. You know what?
Oh, you didn't have one?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, and I was just like...
Unhinged. I want to do a different voice this time. Right, this one? Nope, wrong button. You talk too. Oh god, that's awful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the normal voice. Yeah, that sounds awful.
That sounds horrendous.
Okay, do a different one. No, that's even worse. Nope, you already did that one. Do a different one? Oh god, that was...
It's way too low.
That's so you.
This one's on me?
No, this one's me. This is the high-pitched voice.
Okay.
Have a great...